Hello everyone, my name is Robin and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. So in the last episode, Sayori and MC are having an awkward conversation during lunch, and that awkwardness gets broken when Natsuki's invited, and apparently both her and Sayori plan to have a little sleepover. So during the club meeting, the club starts doing the book reading activity they had planned. Once the meeting's over, Sayori and Natsuki left, leaving MC and Yuri and Monica alone, where MC talks about his situation to Sayori to the other two. Yuri and Monica assure him things will be good. So later that night, MC is actually invited to Sayori's place because Natsuki and Sayori had made brownies and they couldn't finish them all. So that's when they invited MC, which is also where MC and Sayori get to talk things out more and how they apologize for things that they didn't mean to say, all that good stuff. And the next club meeting is the therapy session that Sayori had planned. So everyone gets to talk about their struggles and also their gratitudes. Monica's gratitudes and struggles were a bit weird, but it's whatever. Anyways, we have left off here, so let's continue from there. I find myself feeling usually lighter than I normally do. Am I dreaming? Am I dead? No, I'm still alive. I'm at school. Must be dreaming. Whose voice was that? Sounds like it came from the classroom next door. I try to listen closely, but I can't get any closer to the wall. My body feels stuck. Can't seem to move at all. Gasps as I hear another voice echoing through. I can barely make out what she's saying. I try even harder to move. Oh, God. It's in pain as it feels like sharp blades and heavy punches are hurled at my body. But I manage to move a bit closer. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. And I'm just assuming that's what it says. Wait a second. No, this can't be. Push forward even harder than before, despite the pain. Damn it. Begin to feel a warm liquid stick to my clothing. Blood? Look down to see that my blazer. Yeah, I think. Oh. Unable to focus on the pain after hearing what sounded like me? You think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. They're talking about Sayori. This is that day. The day I told her. I collapsed on the floor from exhaustion and began listening to a conversation that doesn't feel like it happened. It's like she's like time traveling in a way. Still remember my state of mind back then, doing everything I could to get you away from Sayori. But naturally her depression just made you more concerned, didn't it? I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? I smiled to myself. I really was set on getting you away from her, wasn't I? I lied through my teeth without a moment of hesitation. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. With my arm over my eyes. Are you sure about that? Robin sounds different than he does now. He's less awful, less self-aware. Which is pretty ironic considering the circumstances. Still don't understand why you're so different. What changed? What did I do wrong? I listened in on more of the conversation with each other line bringing back a slew of memories that I had tried to forget about. It took every ounce of my being to appear like I cared. Once I realized that everything was just meaningless, I only did what I had to do, didn't I? My past life echoes. Probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? God. Hard to not reveal how much I truly knew. About her, about Yuri and Mitsuki, about the world around me. Every single moment I spoke to Robin was a moment I could speak to you. I think at some point I truly did convince myself that I hated her. It became nothing to me in a split second. Everything she'd ever done for me meant nothing. Was nothing. She wasn't real. Never truly hated you. Sayori. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Move my arm away from my face and quickly sit up as I begin to hear footsteps echoing, getting closer to me. Wait a second. If my memory serves me right, Sayori was towards the back of the room that day. My eyes widen as I realize I'm about to relive the moment I pushed myself beyond redemption. Oh, hey Monica. Sorry for not participating as much as you'd like me today. You know me, rain clouds get a little intense sometimes. Alright, about that. Sir, it really does pain me to want to tell you this, but... Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right words. I wouldn't want you to take it the wrong way. I don't think Robin feels the same way about you. Huh? What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. You told me about how your depression can be a burden on people. Well, yeah, as your best friend, I wanted to be the one to warn you that going after him would be a waste of time. Another awkward pause is expected of me. I've seen enough to know that even if he were to reciprocate your feelings, it'd be because he feels bad. But you should be more realistic about this. He only sees you as a friend, and your depression isn't something he'd want to deal with in a relationship. You're right. You shouldn't blame yourself, though. You can't control how he feels. And just between you and me, I think he's got his eyes on Natsuki at the moment. But oops, don't tell her I told you. It'll be our Prez and Vice Prez secret. You monster. Tears are flowing from my eyes, and I only notice them now. You didn't deserve any of that, Sayori. I didn't mean to say any of those things to you. I didn't mean for you to fall so far that you'd consider taking your life. You were my best friend. But I ruined all of it for my own goals. The footsteps fade away as I now begin hearing very quiet and soft sobs. I didn't even realize I'd made you cry. Even if I did, I wouldn't have changed anything. You weren't real. Yet, after everything I've been through, only now I'm realizing that the ends never justified the means. It took so much of my strength to push away the relationships I had formed with them, but I knew it was working at the time. So I kept going. I was far enough ahead that I knew there was no turning back. I wonder even if I had achieved my goals, would it have been worth losing everyone that cared about me? The club I built? The bonds I formed? I'm sorry. Damn. So yeah, I didn't really expect this book to be somewhat of a comedy, but it's a nice surprise to be sure. Personally, I was waiting for things to get really intense. I wanted to see a detailed derailment of a man's psyche as more evidence about his life being broadcast is revealed. Okay, they're continuing the Truman storybook. But I'm not opposed to a more lighthearted take on it either. Oh, brother, is Yuri dragging you into her boring conversations again? Uh-oh. Actually, I was the one who initiated the conversation. So if you're gonna throw some shade, throw it at me. Yeah, I'm only teasing. I'll hop in on the conversation too. So, what do you two think about it? I personally think a story like this would have been... Oh man, I know, right? I kept thinking about how awesome it would be if it was. Get this, same character, same scenario, but in his past life. No? Why a teenage girl? I think it would have been just fine if it was the same guy. I thought it was a good idea for an isekai. Hello everyone! Sorry to be late once again. Wait, where's Sayori? Oh, you didn't come with her to club? Well, clearly not. You know what I mean, dummy. I walked with her to school this morning and to her first class. I also sat down and had lunch with her. We haven't really walked to the club together though. Checked my phone and I don't really see any text messages from her either. She still has to be in school though, so I can't see her in any real danger. Snap out of it, Robin. Can't think you like that. Let's go find her together. She can't be too far. Sure. Monica, do you mind? Not at all. Shoot me a text if you find her, okay? Gotcha. Alright, I guess Monica and Natsuki are just gonna chill or whatever. So, where do you want to look first? Well, I've got an idea, and that's why I asked to come with you in the first place. Well, what is it? Without saying another word, Yuri walks up towards the girl's bathroom and... Ah, I understand now. Get the bathroom some silently agreed upon area to go if you're feeling sad. How could it not be? As she walks in and stays in there for a few seconds before returning. Not a sign of her there. Let's try the library. Excellent idea. Yuri and I walk quietly together towards the library. I wonder why Sayori didn't let me know that she couldn't be coming to the club today. I mean, during our normal routine, it didn't seem like anything was on her mind. But then again, I wouldn't put it past her to be showing me a side that she wants me to see. I glance towards Yuri. Hey, I hope I'm not out of line when asking about this, but I wanted to know how you're doing. You know, with the whole... gesture towards her arm, trying my hardest to not come across as insensitive. I don't... Right. You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push past any boundary like that. No, it's okay. I just wasn't expecting you to bring it up so abruptly. Yeah, that's kind of what I apologized for. I don't feel bad. It's only natural that you'd be curious about it after some time has passed. At this point, I do feel like I can trust you. You're a good friend. I'm somewhat able to see that you wouldn't judge me, not like I initially thought anyway. I just want to make sure that you're okay with hearing me talk about this. You're going through a lot right now. I hate to put more depressing topics on your mind. Hey, I'm the dummy who asked, aren't you? I'm here for you. Well, I've told you before about how I haven't exactly stopped doing it. That's true for a little bit. But yesterday I did something I never thought I'd ever do in my entire life. After a group talk, I asked Natsuki to stay behind and walk with me on our way home. I decided to tell her about my problem. It wasn't easy, considering that I've never planned for anybody to ever find out about it. I just figured that after hearing the Tsuki story last week and how hard that it was for her, I should return the favor. I'll spare you the details, but she ended up helping me with this. Aw, that's sweet. Oh wow, that's just really nice of her. I didn't really ask for her to do it. She just sort of acted. Before I could even react, she went to the nurse's office, grabbed bandages, and helped me wrap up my arm. Didn't even get a chance to explain myself. Sounds like something that Tsuki would do. Though, how'd you feel about it? 3 rolls received back down. I'd like to say that these bandages are going to stop me from ever doing it again, but it's never really that easy, is it? I shook my head. It helped me, though. My cuts are healing, and it feels good to be able to say that. I've been looking into other ways to manage my anxieties. Just a few months ago, even a conversation remotely close to the one we're having wouldn't have been as possible. But I feel myself improving day by day. That's where I currently stand at the moment. That's great to hear. Really happy for you. Keep up the good work. I'll do the same as well. Happy to hear that. Let's keep looking for Sayori. We're almost at the library. Right. We continue down the school's hallway and finally make it to the library. Empty. It's a perfect time of day to come and read for a bit. There's nothing like an empty library and a good book in hand. Right, but no Sayori. Maybe I should just give her a call. Good idea, but let's check one more place before we do so. Where to? We return to the hallway and I allow Yuri to take the lead. We walk a short distance away and up some stairs to the 3rd floor of the building. Never would have guessed she'd be up here. Sure enough, right through the window, I can see Sayori looking up towards the city with a somewhat somber look on her face. If I'm right, this is the roof. She hasn't noticed us through the window, so she must really be lost in thought. Hey, so do you want to go and talk to her? Oh, me! Well, I figured that you knew where she was and that she'd probably prefer to talk to you than me right now, and yeah, but you know I'm not very good at social situations like this. Well, I don't know if she even wants to see me right now. Crap. What are you blabbering about? What are you even doing here? Didn't you guys get my text? No, none of us did. That's why we came looking for you. Wait, really? That can't be right. I just sent... Did she send it to the wrong person? I didn't even hit send. Oh. Okay, I'd rather she do that than send it to a completely different person who... so this is all just a silly little misunderstanding then. I hope I didn't make you guys worry about me or anything. I'm so dumb. I mean, we just wondered where you were, but it wasn't too concerning. We just thought it was strange that you didn't let us know beforehand. And hey, forgetting to hit send happens to me too. It's no biggie. Well, if you say so. Since you both are here, you want to join? Sure, let me just let Monica know she's stuck Oh, she's waiting up for me? Then maybe we should just go back. Actually, I'll head back down on my own and tell them you two just wanted to talk. I'm sure they'll understand. Wait, you sure? I glance at Sayori, who smiles warmly as soon as we make eye contact. Well, Sayori seems to think so. Besides, I feel like a third wheel anyway. Not that I don't enjoy my time with you two or anything. I just, I should stop talking and leave. Sayori walks over and hugs Sayori from behind. It's okay. We understand what you mean. No need to push yourself. You can head on back if you'd like, but we'll be there in case you change your mind. Thanks, Yuri. I'll see you both tomorrow then. Have a wonderful evening, you two. And with that, Yuri gracefully walks down the stairs and disappears from view. Oof, sorry if I look like exhausted. We went around the school trying to figure out where you went. I see. When did you decide to check the roof? It was Yuri's idea. Not really sure why. She just said to check your roof before calling you. Smart girl. Here, let's head back out. The weather's wonderful. Sure. As we walk outside, I'm met with a gentle, cool breeze coming in from the north, signifying that winter is just around the corner. Autumn is definitely my favorite season. I can see that. You're definitely a brown leaf kind of guy. Yeah, brown leaf. Wait, what do you mean brown leaf? I don't know, just what came to mind. Right, well, what's your favorite season? I have an idea in my head, but I want to know if it's correct. It's spring. Bingo, got it right on the money. You didn't just wait for me to answer just to change your choice, did you? Raise my left hand over my chest and raise my right hand. Nope. I swear I guess spring. Why? You don't believe I could get that? I don't know, but it's true that I love the springtime. All the flowers blooming, butterflies flying around. It's beautiful. Cherry blossoms are to die for too. I love going with my mom to see the bloom every year. I can agree with that. Not too big on spring, even though it's beautiful. Cherry points at my face suddenly. Right, it's because you have spring allergies, right? Jeez, you remember that? Of course, silly. I remember how funny it was every time I brought you a flower, you'd sneeze up a storm. He's a jerk! So much pollen, Sayori. Allergic to pollen, ahaha. Alright, and what are you allergic to? I don't know, probably some random food or something. I sure hope not. Imagine going to a fancy restaurant, trying some exotic food you've always wanted to try, and then wham! Find out you're allergic to
Nobody moves! Nobody gets hurt! Spider sauce! Take it easy with that thing, son.
Can definitely see how that could be kind of scary. But normally people recover from stuff like that, right? Oh, sure, assuming you aren't too far away from medical services and the resulting allergic reaction blocks your airway and stops you from being able to breathe. Right, worst case scenario, I guess. You want anything from the vending machine? Super thirsty. Sure, give me a strawberry soda, please. Ooh, what? Well, I know I'll be fine because you're here to help. I juggle that I walk over to the nearby vending machine and place a few coins in. Type in the code for strawberry soda first, wait for it to pop out, then push in the code for my lemonade. Here you go, one ice cold strawberry soda. Thanks. Puts it down on a nearby bench and crack open our cans. Ah, you can see why you came up here. This is great. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's how Yuri knew to check up here before you called me. A long time ago, back when the club was barely starting up, Yuri and I were hanging out on our own. This is about the same time Monica started acting a bit strange. Nothing close to how she was acting a few weeks ago, but she started acting a little bit distant. Anyway, the club meeting was cancelled that day due to Monica not feeling very well, so Yuri and I ended up hanging out together. She explained to me that she could feel a bit overwhelmed at school, so she'll come up to the roof and get some fresh air. I remember what she said and decided to try it out for myself. And yeah, as you probably can tell, it's really great. Yeah, good to find on you both. Yuri, she's pretty interesting, huh? Yeah, she's so... My lawyers have advised me to not answer this question. Don't be silly, I'm not gonna get jealous or anything. I think she's pretty, it's just kind of an objective fact. Well, put it like that, you all are. How'd you two meet? I know I asked about you and Itsuki, but what about Yuri? That one's a bit interesting. Monica was looking for more potential members to invite to the club, and Yuri was one of the first people we saw. Monica seemed to rush Yuri into things though, so I feel like we were one wrong move into scaring her away. Anyway, long story short, Yuri and I were able to have a conversation about the kind of books we were into and stuff. I invited her to read a book together, but before we could actually start to that, Monica stopped the meeting early because she had to go home. But Monica, for that, she had appointed me as vice president that day, so I decided to let the meeting go on. Ah, very clever. So Yuri and I sat down and read a bit of her book together. There was, of course, a misunderstanding between us. She thought I was being forced into reading with her because she thought I felt bad, which wasn't the case at all. I ended up feeling pretty guilty after that since I thought I had made her uncomfortable. But we eventually came to understand each other. Yuri wasn't really used to someone being into her interests, so she was already very distrustful of me from the beginning. Ironically, Monica canceling the meeting was the best thing that could have happened that day. It allowed for her and I to talk about things without much issue. We came to understand where the both of us came from, and that was that. I'm not really too sure what would have happened if that meeting went on as normal, whether she would have ended up leaving or if we would have grown even closer than ever. But that's just me wondering what could have been. I'm just glad she decided to stay. I see. Didn't know you two had a bit of history before I arrived. I think I have a little bit with everyone. Just not as much as I would have liked. But hey, like I said, no point in worrying about that. We're a lot closer now than ever before, and I think that's what matters most. Yeah, it's nice that what you've been able to do for this club, Sayori. That goal of yours, making everyone happy, sure is a noble one. I just hope you haven't forgotten about your own. Trying not to. The both of us looked away from each other and towards the sky. You know something? What? This doesn't hurt as much as it did the first time. I mean, it hurts a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's also later in the day, so less intense sunlight equals more time to find cool clouds. You said it. Spent a few minutes looking up at the sky together, not saying much. There's a somewhat melancholic feel to this moment. I get a sinking feeling thinking back to the argument we had not even a week ago, and yet here we are, seemingly right as rain. Hey, how are you feeling? You mentioned how Yuri comes up here when she's feeling overwhelmed. What about you? Well, you know how intense the rain clouds can get? I want to try something new for myself. I think it's working. That's good. Hey, did you ever have any crushes throughout high school? Now there's a random question. Sorry, just curious. No worries. Let's see. I debated telling her about Natsuki for showing, but I feel like she might have already known this from a while back. So considering how close that event was to that, I'd rather not bring that one up. You know, I did have this one crush a few years ago, but boy, is it embarrassing. Well, I don't make the rules, Rob, but you're saying it's embarrassing means you have to tell me now. What? No, it absolutely does not. Does too. It slaps my arm playfully. You don't get it. It's really embarrassing. Fine. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, I won't push it. Thanks. So what are you gonna talk about then, huh? Okay, so I started during my... Go on. There was this transfer student from overseas that I had my eyes on for a few months. We got along pretty well, and my attraction to her only grew as time went on. She agreed to a date pretty quickly, which I thought was pretty suspicious, but I went along with it because I thought, hey, she said yeah, so that's a good sign. Not to mention that she seemed pretty interested in me for a while. But anyway, the weekend in which we planned to go out rolls around and poof, she cuts off all contact with me. No texts, no phone calls, nothing. Oh, Robin, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's really mean of her. Kinda didn't think it was at first. I kept feeling like I was the problem. It really killed my self-confidence. I stayed home from school for like a week. But as if it was fate, she ended up transferring back to her hometown, and that was the end. In retrospect, it was kind of silly to let it affect me that badly. That wasn't silly. You were heartbroken. That's understandable. Well, I felt silly. After that, I found it kind of hard to express my feelings to other people. Ah, makes sense. What do you mean? Well, do you remember what some of the things we talked about throughout high school? No. Was I supposed to? Guess not. They were very short conversations, but you always seemed very dismissive and distant. Oh, I worried about you a lot, Robin, but I think it's nice to hear about why you always felt that way. Helps me understand you a bit better. Sayori smiles warmly. I didn't want you to worry about me, Sayori. As dismissive as I was to you, I just didn't want you to waste your energy on me. It wasn't a waste. Is it that hard to believe I cared that much about you? Yeah, actually kind of was, which kind of makes us the same, doesn't it? We both look away from the sky and down at each other intensely. Do you want to head back down? It's getting a little late and I wanted to meet up with the others before I went back home. Sure, let's head back. You'll be walking home on your own today? Yeah, or with one of the others. Alright. I walked with Siri the whole way back to the club, dropped her off, and decided to head home without talking about much else. Doesn't really feel like I pushed past any boundaries today, but I can't really help but wonder why Sayori decided to cut our conversation short. I mean, it was getting late. She wasn't lying about that. But I wonder if I went too far by saying that her and I were the same. Maybe I did. I think it's just fine for manga to have filler if it means it gives an author a break and lets them refresh their memory. Well, what if the filler is a real slog to get through? Like, wouldn't unnecessary content ruin people's desires to keep reading? I'm inclined to agree with Monica. Most novels I've read don't really have anything that could be considered filler. Really? Because filler can be quite different depending on what we're talking about. Filler in manga or anime can be different from filler in a novel. Are you referring to scenes that could be seen as unnecessary but actually act as a transition from one major scene to the next? Yeah, exactly that. Ah, makes much more sense then. Still, I imagine it takes skill to write a filler scene that isn't boring or uninteresting. Imagine having readers quit reading your story just before it gets to the juicy bits because your filler was boring. Yeah, I can actually recall a few stories I ended up dropping despite hearing how good they get. Never really knew why until now, I guess. The club door suddenly slides open. Hey guys! Oh, sorry, I didn't think you were joining us today. Actually, I wanted to see if you guys would be down for a girls' night. Girls' night out? Finally! Sounds fun. Where would we go? Shopping! Shopping sounds fun. We can get ourselves some outfits. I'm in desperate need of a wardrobe change. Sounds good. Let's do it to it. Anybody know any good malls? There's a mall close to where I live. We can go there. Sounds good. Lead the way, Yuri. The girls and I grab our things and get ready to head out to the train station. Alright, this is about to be epic. Especially since me and the boys have gone to the mall plenty of times. I didn't really think about it, but I'm actually looking forward to this. I mean, there's a part of me that's morbidly curious as to what could happen where I enter parts of the game that aren't supposed to exist, but I'm also looking forward to having a normal hangout with my friends. Friends. Yeah, haven't used that word in a while, have you? We arrive on the train just in time. Natsuki and Yuri take seats next to each other across from me while Sayori sits next to me. So, what are you looking to buy at the mall? That isn't an awkward question, is it? Probably is. Nothing too flashy. You can use a sweater, actually. Cold weather is coming soon. Ah, you're right. It is. I've already got a long sleeve, so I think I'll go for something else. Cool, I'll help you look for an outfit. Kinda crazy how none of us have gone shopping with each other, isn't it? Yeah, it is. School's been keeping us busy, I guess. Yeah, and plenty of other things, too. But let's not think about school right now. It's chill time. True, true. Hey, do you think we should consider this to be part of club time? Yeah, what for? Natsuki calls across from us. She makes a good point. We have to keep track of the amount of time that each member stays in the club meeting. Wait, you do? We do? No, we don't. But really, what do you mean by counting it as part of club time? You know, I'm not too sure what I meant by that. Well, it's been a while since we've hung out outside of the club. Yeah, guess that could be it. Sayori happily relaxes in her chair and closes her eyes. I decide to whisper towards Natsuki and Yuri. Hey, should we tell her that the mall's only 5 minutes away? I'm up! I'm up! So much for whispering. Whoa. What's wrong, Monica? Never seen the mall before? I mean, yeah, of course I have. I just haven't been here in a very long time. You know how busy I can be. I don't usually come here either. It really is quite grand to see up close. Same. The last time I was here was when I was a kid. Came here with Robin, actually. Sure does look nice, though. Okay, instead of making me look like a shopaholic, let's just head inside already. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Nearly locked off of my feet as we step into the interior of the mall. It's absolutely buzzing with people, so much so that it's kind of overwhelming. I know that feel. The game is capable of this. Was it always capable of this? There's no way. This is insane, isn't it? I love it here. Oh yeah, pretty nice. Indeed. A large crowd can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. Hate bumping into people. Yeah, you're the tallest one here though. You can be our eyes above the sea of shoppers. I'm not that tall. Well, in any case, we're wasting precious daylight. Let's go find a clothing store or something. Leave that one to me. I know the perfect store. The four of us begin our trek through the aforementioned sea of shoppers. I find myself struggling the most, not really used to large crowds like this. But while thinking this, I see Yuri trying her hardest to avoid bumping into people with not much success. Meanwhile, Sayori and Natsuki are breezing through the crowd almost as if it wasn't there. Wait, Sayori and Natsuki, don't leave us behind! Gotta keep up with us, Perez. But the store isn't going anywhere. It's no use. Yuri only looks completely uncomfortable as we continue walking. Alright, time to be a club president again. Latch onto Yuri's arm and pull her closer to me. Here, we'll stick together on this. I'm not a fan of large crowds either. This isn't necessary, Monica. You don't have to do this. Despite her statement, her arm latches to me just a bit tighter. It's alright. It's for my own sake then. Sure, let's go. Yuri and I walk at our own pace and follow the flow of the crowd. Yuri's breathing hasn't slowed down since we started walking, but it also hasn't sped up either, which I guess is a good sign. Even my own anxieties are fading away with every step we make. I nearly forgot about my own situation, which is a much greater issue than whatever it is I'm currently worried about right now. Funny how that works, huh? We arrive at the clothing store Natsuki suggested. As I step inside, I'm greeted with a wave of upbeat music matching the energetic vibe that seems to be present throughout the entire store. You know what? I'm gonna put on my own energetic music until they leave this store. There's an assortment of racks aligned with colorful shirts and various other garments arranged neatly and organized by size and style. Two mannequins adorned with what I would assume are the latest fashion trends stand tall in the middle of the store. You can see why Natsuki chose this place. It's totally her. So, what do you guys think? See anything you like? I've got an idea to make this fun. Let's all choose our favorite outfits, try them on, and then surprise each other. I like the sound of that. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. It's gonna be like a fashion show now. The three girls run off to various aisles, which each containing clothes that suit their respective personalities. They look around the store trying to find something simple yet comfortable to wear. Tank top wouldn't hurt. I also spot some jeans that look to be about my size. Suddenly stop after I get a massive sinking feeling while looking at the jeans. It's real. None of this is. But I'm acting like everything's okay. Why? Look around the store. Nobody's looking my way, so I subtly wave my fingers in the air. Nearly halfway there. Place the jeans back down on the display, feeling a bit lightheaded. I have to get out of here. I quickly turn around and... Hey, Monica! I saw this and wanted to buy it for you. Seemed nice. Oh, thanks, Ari. You didn't have to. Yeah, but I wanted to. Suri extends her hands to reveal a delicate golden necklace with a pendant in the shape of a music note. It sparkles under the lights of the store, completely grabbing my attention. Oh wow, this is really nice. As I reach out to take it, I trace my fingers over the edges of the music note. I'm reminded of my love for music, a passion that I've still held on to despite everything I've been through. As the necklace rests in my hand, I'm somehow reassured, almost as if it were an actual reminder of the one true love I still have in the world. I smile as I begin to feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Sayori's the closest one to seeing the part of me that I've struggled to keep hidden all these months. Thank you, Sayori. This means the world to me. Oh, I'm glad you like it. The music note reminded me of you, so I figured why not. Anyway, I gotta keep looking for good outfits to wear. So, watch Sayori wander off back to where she came from. As I place the necklace around my neck, let out a heavy sigh. Maybe this is why I still act like everything's alright. Because of you. Yuri, Mitsuki, Robin too. Despite it all, there's a part of me that really misses being a normal girl. Shopping, going out, gossiping. I feel like I've lost all of that. I turn back around towards the jeans and check the size again. Yeah, these are good. The unexpected warmth of Sayori's give begins to counterbalance the darkness in my mind. These jeans, it's all experience in fact. This is me reclaiming just a small piece of normalcy amidst all of the chaos in my head. I allow myself to feel the material in between my fingers, taking in all the feelings that are associated with doing so. I guess in some way. This mundane act of buying a new outfit is some small act of defiance. I know I'm not okay. I know things could very well get worse before they get better. Assuming better even applies to me. But I can still take steps to finding peace, can't I? I don't know. Without thinking about it much further, I pick out a simple white tank top and head into the fitting room. While trying out my outfit, I hear the other three all come in at the same time and enter a stall. Girls, is that you? Yup. Everyone, when you're all ready, let's reveal our outfits at the same time. Gotcha. Not that serious excitement. She seems genuinely happy to be here with us. Thinking about what she talked about yesterday in our group therapy session, she might really be trying her hardest to just get out there and see the world. Can't really imagine what it must be like for her, having what is essentially a near-death experience caused by her own actions. But I still can't help but succumb to that darkness. The idea that this is all just predetermined code playing itself out like it was always meant to be, but that can't be it either. Here I am, dressing up in a brand new outfit that I know for a fact didn't exist in the code previously. Or did this dressing room, this clothing store, this whole mall. Now this is supposed to exist. What is this reality I found myself in? Finish putting on my tank top and adjust my hair and bow. Take one look in the mirror. Looking good, Monica. I assume you're talking to yourself? It means you're finished getting dressed. Oh, yeah. Same here. You done, Yuri? You done? Yes. I'm a bit nervous now. I don't really know if this is my style. You literally just picked out that outfit though. I'm finished too. Ready whenever you are. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! We all step out the stalls at the same time, revealing all of our outfits to each other. Whoa, look at you guys. Monica, your outfit looks really nice. And Natsuki, you look great too. Don't you be shy, Yuri. That sweater suits you perfectly. Yeah, you look great. Do you guys really think so? Yeah, I think it suits you. Thanks. You all look great too. Your outfit looks great, Monica. You look fantastic in it. I bet she does. You know what? I'm gonna do one of these. So if I know a thing or two, and I'm assuming you guys know it too, know that Monica picked out a tank top, a white tank top specifically, and some jeans. So we can assume that she looks exactly, this text box out of the way, that she looks exactly or somewhat similar to this. You think so? I sort of just wanted something simple, nothing too flashy. Yeah, but you can make any outfit look good. Well, thanks, I guess. I assume we're going with these outfits then? Yeah, let's go pay. Natsuki and Yuri head up to the front of the store to pay, but Sayori stays behind. What's up? Your arm. What happened there? I look down and my heart skips a beat. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I remember. It's pretty faded now, but the scar's still there. From the day I hurt myself. Oh, it's nothing really. Just a little mishap while chopping some veggies a few weeks ago. Oh, okay then. Sayori pauses for a short second. Let's go catch up with the others. Letting out an internal sigh that I completely forgot about what I had done to myself. You'd think I would have made a better effort to hide it from everyone. Nothing else I can do for now. At least it does look passable as a small injury. Four of us decide to wear our outfits and pay for them at the front counter. Grab a few shopping bags, place our uniform inside, and walk out the store. Alright, now we can put this back up. As we leave the store, I immediately notice that the large crowd from earlier has basically vanished and transformed into a few groups of people. The orange sunset serving as an indicator that the mall will close soon. Oh, this is fun. This is a great idea, Siri. I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say we need a day just to ourselves. I agree. We should do this more often. Indeed. I had a good time with you all, even though it was a little bit overwhelming. Same here. Well, except for the overwhelming part. Glad to hear everyone had a good time. Let's get going then. As Yuri and as we walk on ahead, Yuri taps my shoulder. What's up? Well, I wanted to thank you for today. You didn't have to guide me through the crowd, but I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate it. I don't usually like when people take pity on me, so forgive me for sounding like a bit of a hypocrite. I just wanted to help my friend. I don't mean to look down on you or anything of the sort. Like I said, it's mostly for my sake, right? Yuri giggles softly. I understand. Still, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Of course, Yuri, and hey, if you'd ever like to talk about anything, don't be a stranger. I know I'm probably the last person you'd think of when looking for support, if we're being completely honest, but I'm trying my best. I awkwardly laugh as Yuri looks to the side. Sure, let's catch up with the others. Because Yuri lives not too far from the mall, she decided to walk home. Natsuki, Yuri, and I, on the other hand, have to take the train. Sleeping? Yeah. I could use a good night's rest too. How about you, Monica? How are you feeling? A bit tired, but I can't complain. I'm curious about something though. Does Yuri always take the train and walk home by herself every day after the meeting? She does, but I walk with her sometimes if I'm not needed at home. I'm a little bit worried about her since she lives on her own these days. Oh, really? Didn't know that. Did her parents kick her out of the house or something? No, nothing like that. At least I don't really think so. Anyway, Yuri had some. Oh no. Oh. At least it wasn't her parents, but that's still sad. Huh. I actually had no idea about any of this. None of this information was anywhere in the game code. I'm not even sure why I'm surprised at this point. It's all becoming fascinating to me. Really? The whole house? Just like that? It's crazy. I mean, it's cool that she has her own place. Although, I guess loneliness is a problem. I know that all too well. Yeah. But, oops, Sarah's gone. Sarah's head now rests on my shoulder as she snores. Anyway, yeah, I do worry about her sometimes, given that she's home alone all the time. Maybe I should ask her to go over to her place, just to see how she's doing. You know, as much as she'd probably seem like she wouldn't want YouTube, I'm sure she'd appreciate the company. I can't go over as often as I'd like to. You know how unpredictable my dad could be with these kinds of things. Right. Just worry about her. There's a lot going on, but I don't want to get into details. It would just give me some peace of mind knowing that she has someone check up on her every once in a while. I totally understand. I'll ask about her tomorrow. Thanks. It's really nice of you, Monica. There's that club president I know and love. Just trying my best. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it off the episode here, so that has been Doki Doki Salvation Remake for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.